Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Mike Check Podcast. I'm host T-Word the People's Champ. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the bottom of this video. Somewhere down here. Today we're going to talk about Ed Reed, former NFL great safety and Hall of Famer, and his new adventure into coaching beyond his shortened role that he's been having to this point. So, Ed Reed was named the head coach of Bethune Cookman College a couple days ago. And he's coming from the University of Miami, where he had a senior advisory role. And he actually coached defensive backs in the NFL prior to that with the Buffalo Bills. So when you think about Ed Reed, you automatically, he's a guy that's going to light up the room and put a smile on your face because you think about the great things he did as a collegiate at the University of Miami, and then the amazing things he did in the NFL, including becoming a two-time Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens. He had a pretty extensive career. He's actually the same age as me. He's 44. He retired at the right age. I mean, he started to show up in his career, but he couldn't put a dull on the great things he did in Baltimore to stamp himself as a Hall of Famer. I mean, first ballot, this guy's not even 45. He's already in there. So I want to talk about a few of his achievements as a player. So he was drafted in 2001. Along with many Miami Hurricanes that year. They're one of the greatest Hurricanes team ever, and he's part of the last generation of players that actually stuck around for the majority of their collegiate eligibility. He attended University of Miami from 97 to 2001. So that's a 5-year stint. Obviously, you get a red shirt here and 4 years on the field, and that really helps with player development. And it typically shows in athletes, especially at skilled positions like safety and receiver, because you get to learn the nuances of the game. This is important because when these type of players become coaches, they can use all of this information to draw from, especially at the collegiate level, because he understands what it looked like from year to year. So when he's talking to that freshman that's never going to make it on the field, he understands that true freshman that's going to play, or also the sophomore that's struggling for minutes, or in a deep position like he was. He was back there with Sean Taylor. He had to play his butt off every day to get his starting reps. So when you start to look at his journey through college, and then you try and relate that to the freshmen that are coming in, guys that are only looking at trying to play for 2 years and head on to the next level, he could talk to them about sticking to it and how much better of a player they can be at the next level. So as far as the achievements go in college, 2001 Cole Big East Defensive Player of the Year, two-time All-American. He was a national champion, as we mentioned. Just to name a few, I mean, he's got some NFL records. Most career interception return yards, 1,509. Longest interception return, 108 yards. You know how hard it is to do? Try to run back an interception 20 yards, see if you can get tackled. Most career postseason interceptions, he's tied with 9. And most seasons leading the league in interceptions, he's got 3, which he did in 2004, 2008, and 2010, which was a tie. But when you think about that, not only can he coach from a perspective of anything is possible, he can also coach from a perspective of I've done that, so you can trust that I know what I'm doing. And I think that that's important when you look at coaches that go into the coaching ranks, former players that go into the coaching ranks. The ones that were great, if they have that ability to understand, not everybody's going to be equally able, but you can build on skills. He's a reflection of not only talent, but football IQ, and then also hard work paying off. I mean, even when his skills weren't as great, his IQ is what really made him such a great player down the stretch. Because, I mean, safety is one of the positions where when you start to lose it, a lot of times you don't get the longevity. And a lot of guys converted from corner and switched to safety. Whereas a guy like Ed Reed, he was a safety the entire time. So he understands the depths and all the details of playing the position, how to look for tells at the quarterback. And again, these are things he's going to be able to relate to his players, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm really looking forward to see what he's going to do with it. He's kind of sort of following in the footsteps of other NFL Hall of Famers, such as Eddie George and Deion Sanders, obviously the most high profile, who just moved on from Jackson State University to Colorado University. But that being said, you've got quite a few NFL pedigree people in the collegiate ranks going to HBCUs and trying to make it happen. Bethune Cookman specifically really needs this injection of coaching vigor at this time. They're coming off back-to-back 2-9 seasons. As they entered the SWAC in 2001, they've been struggling. When they were in the MEAC, they actually had 6 conference championships. So now you're getting into a division or a conference that's competing with NFL caliber coaches such as Eddie George, formerly Deion Sanders, who left behind a great coaching staff. You've also got Hugh Jackson at Grambling, and then you've got Alabama A&M, Alabama State, and then Florida A&M is pretty darn tough. So he's got his work cut out for him to try to turn things around in the SWAC. But the good thing is the big fish is gone. So a lot of these coaches are going to have an opportunity to get those recruits that maybe they were going to be missing out on by seeing them go to Jackson State. Now these high-profile former NFL greats can get them. So, best wishes to Ed Reed, man. I really hope for success for him. Hopefully the same type of attention that was thrown on Deion will be thrown on him. I mean, Ed is a swaggy dude. He's from Louisiana like me. So I think he's going to bring some life to the program, bring some additional attention, but he's also a little bit more reserved than Deion. So I don't necessarily see him being in the headlines and in front of the cameras all the time, but definitely leading by example for his players and helping build more young men and maybe turn around their football program. So we'd love to get your thoughts. This has been the Mike Check Podcast with T-Word. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next time, peace.